Shut up and sit down.
This is the Uncensored Voice. No bullshit, just real shit.
Discussing things that will stir the pot. Only here on the Uncensored Voice.
Hey guys, this is Ricky Midnight with the Uncensored Voice.
And this is Zach Mullins.
Hey Zach, today we are going to talk about
Stocks, as always.
how to make money. Making money online, sir. So hey guys, if anybody out there wants to ask Zach a question about how to make money online, how to invest in the stock market, call 210-233-9968 and Zach will answer whatever he can for you. Zach, since the last time we talked, I have downloaded Webull, kind of like you were telling me. So I downloaded Webull, and I actually transferred. What I had to do was I had to connect Webull to my bank account, and then once a connection went through, they make a couple of micro deposits, and then they see that they made micro deposits, so now your account is ready to go. And then I actually transferred some money to Webull. So I have money sitting there in Webull right now. I just need to learn how to buy a stock. Now I have a stock that I was looking at purchasing. It's been going up ever since I've looked at it about a week and a half ago. It's real slowly rising, but it's rising. And I wanted to buy it, but I don't know how to buy the stock. There's things on there it's asking me that I just do not know. And
well, let's start with your questions, and we'll buy a stock together.
Okay. So
granted, the market is closed.
Oh, so you can't. Well, then I can't.
No, but we can set the order, so the order will go through.
And it'll go through when it opens. When is the market open?
Pre-market in Texas is open at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's for different states. It's different things.
Well, it's based out of the New York Stock Exchange, so it's an hour ahead of us.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to Webull right now. Okay. So it's opening up. Now you already know what all this looks like, or do I need to show you my screen?
Well, I mean, if you show me your screen while you're doing it, I can better assist you.
Okay. So let me show you my screen. All right. So right now I'm going to describe it to you guys because I don't have it set up to show you my screen online. It says buy or sell, and I'm assuming all of this is so you can set it up to do it automatically, right?
It's a little bit harder to do automatically on your phone. If you have a computer, you can enable hotkeys, and there's ways to do that. But I really just pretty much do trading on my phone, so I haven't really messed with it on the computer.
Okay.
But
what does it mean when it says order type?
So I believe you see a market, yes?
Well, I'm in. It says individual. Okay. I'm not sure. Here, take a look at my phone. Tell me what that means.
So, order type. Right?
Yeah.
So you click the drop down menu. So right now
it says limit, right?
And so what that means is that is what you are going to pay for that stock.
Okay.
So it can go up and down, up and down, up and down. But if no one wants to sell you the stock at that price, you're not going to get it.
Yeah. Okay. So what do I do? So I want to see here. I want to purchase the stock, which is what is that stock?
CDRL.
That's what I want to purchase.
Okay.
See, it's in the green. I like green. Green, good color.
And with the graph, this is actually good, looking like it's a pretty good stock to purchase.
Okay.
That's going to go up.
I like that. You heard it from him.
I mean, just doing technical analysis. Because what it's doing right now is it's in its consolidation phase. So
don't know what that means.
They're deciding whether or not it wants to go up or wants to go down.
Okay.
But generally, in the consolidation phase, is like they're waiting on a piece of news or something.
Okay.
So
like the FDA to approve it or whatever it is, Yeah.
So in that kind of phase, it's a gamble.
Okay.
But if you watch it, and I'll tell you how to do it where you don't have to watch it.
Okay.
To save you on downside potential. But so right now it's at $4.22.
Okay.
So do you want to buy it for $4.22?
I want to buy $25 worth. So that would be 4 1/4 or something, 4 1/2. So but tell me how to do it. Don't just do it for me. Tell me how to do it so I can do it for myself.
Okay, so limit.
Okay.
So when you click on the limit, right?
Okay.
And Webull's pretty cool because it'll explain stuff to you.
I need you to explain it to me like I'm a child.
But limit is buy the security,
okay,
which is the stock, at a fixed price or lower.
Okay.
Okay, so and then market is buy security at market prices. So whatever price it's at when the order goes through, that's what you're buying it for.
Okay.
And then so you can put a stop. There's a stop limit, and then there's a trailing stop. Those are different.
What does that mean?
So a stop is set a stop price higher than the current price. If the market rises above the stop price, a market buy order is triggered. So this is helpful when you do technical analysis and things. And we will go over technical analysis. I figured we start by bare bones basics.
Okay.
We'll do like a little Weeble setup, I guess, this week because it's gonna take a minute to talk about.
Okay.
But starting next week, we're gonna go bare bones basics, and we'll go over some terms.
Okay.
And then we'll get into technical analysis and things like that nature, and then I'll throw maybe one or two plays that I'm in.
I'll
each
set it
week.
up. I'll set it up next Wednesday. I'll set it up where we'll have a screen here. Like right now, you see me and Zach. I'll set it up where you can just see Zach, and then where my screen is, you can see Weeble, and then we'll just purchase it on my account. We'll purchase something on my account. Will that work?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
And then when I have time, I can get some like PowerPoints and things.
Okay. So let's
and
buy
you
it
grasp
now because I don't want to go a week without making money.
So right now it's at limit at a
Okay.
fixed price or lower
Okay.
or market. So the market you can only get a market buy when the market is open. That
Okay.
doesn't include pre-market. So what you have is pre-market,
Okay.
which is from 4 to 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So that's your pre-market phase. Once 9:30 hits, well, 8:30 in Texas,
Okay.
then you buy at market price.
Okay. Well, you can explain all this next week when we have it on screen. That way, people can see what you're talking about. So just show me how to do it, and then we can answer any questions. We've got one caller, and he didn't quite. I didn't hit the call button answer quite quickly enough, but then we'll answer callers. But okay. So how do I buy? I don't know how to buy.
So we're going to the limit,
Okay.
just so that way it'll come in a little bit early. So
Okay.
what is this stock about? Do you know?
I don't even remember. I've been looking at so many damn stocks. I just remember that this is the last one I looked at.
Okay.
I
so-
think it's for I think it was for the glasses. It's for visual technology. I think that's the one for visual technology.
So do you think it's gonna go up or down?
Oh, I think it's gonna go up.
But
So they
right
get
away.
approved, since they get FDA approval or whatever it is. I believe that's what it is.
All right.
Like I said, I've looked at so many stocks here lately.
So we'll set the limit price a little bit higher,
Okay. How much is a little bit higher?
like a cent.
Okay. Okay.
So right now it's at 422. So
Mhm.
we'll buy it for 424,
Okay.
just so that way we'll get that. And then so
Okay.
you go to the quantity, right?
Okay.
If you wanted to buy as much as you could,
Okay.
just buy total.
All right.
So you can buy 5.
Okay. But I'm not gonna have enough money to buy 5.
The estimated amount is 2120,
Oh, then I will have enough money to buy 5.
and then you could even buy something else cheap.
No, we'll just stick with those.
Okay. So then you put buy.
Wow, that was actually pretty simple. So what was it on limited you chose? Because that's what I couldn't figure out.
So generally on limit, you're gonna want to go. You can do lots of different things
Mm-hmm.
during the day when the market's moving.
Mm-hmm.
You hit this little reticle here.
Okay.
And it has manual input, last price, bid price, and ask price.
Okay.
So I do last price,
Last price. Okay. All right.
but that's me for day trading. I'll do last price.
Okay.
I'll try to get it at that exact candle, and then sell it later.
And then
but-
come tomorrow, I'll find out if it purchased it or not.
You just check it in the morning when you get up, and then if
Okay.
not, then you just buy it. Just same process, except you just go here, last price, and then
Bam.
send it out.
Okay.
So you go buy
Okay.
and then confirm.
Okay. We're getting a caller in. Hang on just a sec here. Hello, caller. You're on the Uncensored Voice.
Hey, Ricky Midnight. This is JC Hollis.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
What's going on, JC?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Oh, another day, living the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just had two questions for Zach.
Fire away, sir.
Okay, first question. At what point would you decide to invest in a company? Is it when they first start out, or when they first start making money? Or is it based on their product, like how good it is, like it's got great potential? Second question is, what are your thoughts on Stockbot trading robots?
I hate robots. I hate robots of any and all form. They mess it up, and so with retail investors, the bots kind of it's like a scare tactic, kind of what they do. So they'll try to sell a lot of stock, and it's a
We're getting a little feedback, JC, on your laptop or whatever you're listening to us. Can you turn that volume down a little bit?
So I don't like robots. I mean, it's good, I guess, if you're a hedge fund, but if you're a retail investor, it's kind of like it's if you're a investor, you're kind of against the hedge funds generally, like the big companies that purchase stocks. I mean, because let's be real here, the big companies and the big corporations don't really care about us. They just care about making money for themselves. But I don't like bots. But for me, to buy a company, to buy stock in a company, there's different things. One is something that I believe in. If there's something that I believe in, that it's going to say, if I could go back in time, I thought when I was a kid, when I first heard of Amazon, I thought it was going to be huge. I remember telling my uncle, "Hey, you should probably invest some money in this. It's going to be big." And then I remember doing the same thing with Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I didn't think Netflix was going to be big.
in even a little bit closer, I was in the Marine Corps at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking at cryptocurrency,
Mm-hmm.
and I was learning a little bit about that and things. And I was like, well, actually, this seems pretty legit. And Bitcoin was trading for around $10 at the time, and I wanted to invest $2,000, but my wife at the time told me no.
That would have been you'd be a rich man right now.
I would be a multi-millionaire at this point.
You'd be doing good. For sure.
But so there's companies that you believe in, and then another way to do it is news. So news could either be positive or negative. So one of my very first big winners in day trading was a company called Neuro, and so they got FDA approval for a treatment for fibromyalgia, which is huge. And so their stock went from $4 to $40 in a day. So like one share went to from
that's a huge upswing.
And if I had the capital that I have now,
Mm-hmm.
I probably could have paid off a third of my house.
Nice.
But I only had about $500, and I ended up making like 4 5 grand off of it. So there's stuff like that. So one thing that, and then another thing. So what's affecting the market currently today, and
Mhm.
like it has been this week, it's been a very red market all around.
That good or bad?
That's bad.
That's bad. Okay.
Green good, red bad.
Red bad. Okay.
So what the Fed is talking about interest loans and hiking interest loan rates up,
Mhm.
and rates on borrowing, and like stopping bonds and a whole bunch of things. I mean, so that way that we can kind of take a step back
Mhm.
and build our economy up.
Mhm.
Because I mean, there's gonna have to be some form of this tapering, because I mean, you can get home loans now for like 2.3% interest with like a 600 credit score.
Yeah.
That's unheard of in any other time in like American history. So, that's with all different types of loans and things like that. So they're trying to get the interest rates back up, at least federally,
Mhm.
so that way the Fed can have more money. But so that's been scaring a lot of investors, just because their capital gains taxes. They didn't want them to significantly increase, and like they didn't want to be like out so much money. So it is like a sell, 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 sell thing, all pretty much all week everywhere, and they're kind of like just cooling out, and they were gonna wait to see what's his name? I always forget, and it's something really familiar. Mm.
You're talking about a billionaire?
No. I think it's Warner. The dude who's
About Ted?
the Fed reserve guy.
Federal Reserve guy. Got me on that.
Reserve
Are you
chair.
are you still there, JC? JC, you still there?
Powell. That's why I knew it
Dropped him,
because
yeah.
I thought about Colin Powell. So I was like, because that's why it's stuck in my head.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a Chair Powell.
Okay.
But right now, we're not going to be tapering at least until November.
Okay.
It's not going to start the gradual taper. It's not going to be drastic all at once. It's going to be gradually.
Mm-hmm.
So now everything kind of had like a big boost at the aftermarket, and so it's every 16th of the month, pretty much, the market course corrects. So things that were running up really, really high probably are going to come back down to earth for a little bit, and things that went really, really down are going to kind of come back up and kind of level out. Generally, is how it works. But what I'm in right now is BBIG. And,
BBIG, yeah.
and they do a lot of things. But the big thing that I'm anticipating is an October payday for me, because they are acquiring a company called Lemotive.
Okay.
And I don't know, you're old. Do you know what TikTok is?
I've heard of it. I've never used it because, it's made in China. But, yeah, I do know what it is.
But TikTok is banned in India.
Yeah. Okay.
If you didn't know, India is like one of the most populated countries
Yeah,
in the world.
Yeah, they have the tallest building there, actually.
So what they have instead is Lemotive,
The motive, okay.
which is what BBIG is going to purchase.
Okay.
So it's going to probably put the market cap in the billions.
Okay, now I'm looking at BBIG right now, and they are in the red, and they're going down, down. So that's good, because you can purchase it when it's down, and then it can only climb, right?
Because people are freaking out.
Yeah.
And this is one of those reasons why I kind of, like I said, I kind of hate bots. And
So it's a good idea to buy BBIG right now.
for me, because I believe in the I believe in the company, and I believe in the model, and I firmly believe it.
Yeah.
So I'm standing by my belief, and that's what I was telling JC is like sometimes you got to risk it to get the biscuit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you believe in something, it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing, what everybody else is doing, if you believe in it. So I could be wrong, and that's something that I'll tell everybody. I could be wrong on anything, but I have a belief, and I've done my own due diligence, and I've done my own research, and that's what I'm going for. BBIG right now, I think it's going for like 650. I'm not sure.
Something like that. It's something like that, yeah.
It is
657.
657. But nope, it's 663 after hours. So
Okay, maybe I'm not checking it right. Let's see here.
yeah, so to check an after hour price on Webull, it'll be in the green right there. So when you go to your main screen, it'll show what it was at the market close.
Oh, after hours, 663.
It went up 6
Okay.
cents. It went up 6 cents for that from after hours.
Yeah.
And right now it's in that consolidating period because everyone's like, what are we going to do? 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 And all it needs is volume. And volume is the amount of people that are buying and selling the stock.
Okay.
Once the volume goes up, then that thing's going to shoot. So it was at around 12.49 last week, right? And then, or a week and a half ago. And then after that, we started getting news about the federal taper, and everyone thought that the taper was going to happen, and this, that, and the other.
The federal what?
The federal taper for like the interest rates, and then
Okay.
and all that. So that's not good news for investors because that means you're going to be paying more in taxes
Okay.
for your capital gain. So everyone just kind of, it was like an offshoot sell-off. But with me, why I like BBIG is because of the Lomotive thing.
Mhm.
And then also in October 15th, they're going to be acquiring another company that's going to be going public. It's called Cryptide.
Okay.
And then and that's going to be a new cryptocurrency.
Mhm.
And then for every share that you own in BBIG, it's going to be a 1-for-1 dividend in Cryptide. So, and it's catching fire. Um, it's still on the it's still in the top 10 in the popularity in most things.
Mhm.
So I personally believe in it. If you're scared, I wouldn't get into it. My kind of thing
I ain't
is
scared of anything.
my kind of thing is if you're scared of the heat, don't compete.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Like,
Pretty good.
That's what I
Can't
went.
stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, because yeah, that's why I said don't play with money you're not willing to lose,
That's right.
right? And so I'm kind of I would be out a couple $1,000s if it tanks,
Yeah.
but so if it tanked to my absolute dropping point, I would be out $5,000.
So, what does your wife think about you investing in the market, or possibly losing in the market?
Well, I mean, I'm playing with extra money anyway, so
Yeah, but does she know about it?
Yeah.
She knows about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And she's okay with it. Well, you're not married. I said your wife, but you're not married, right?
well,
You got a girlfriend.
I'm common law married, I guess.
Common law.
I mean, we've been living together for over 3 years, so.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So she's got the reins on you.
I mean, we're kind of yoked together.
Yeah.
I don't normally make unilateral decisions, and she doesn't normally make unilateral decisions. But with this, she kind of gives me free reign because she knows that I'm not going to do anything to like completely jeopardize our future. All my bills are paid before I put money in portfolios because I mean, I do day trading. Texas does recognize common law. And so how Texas recognizes common law marriage, side caveat, so Texas recognizes common law marriage, and there's actually no stipulation on how long you have to live with a person to be common law married. And then, so all you have to do is basically tell people you're married. That's literally all you do.
Yeah.
And I could go,
if she uses your last name, or if you.
not even that.
Well,
So-
I'm just using examples. Which would make you common law married. Yeah.
And so and one of the main reasons what makes us common law married is because
Not us. Not us. Not just saying. I'm just clarifying. Not us.
but is taxes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Do you do
I
your
file
taxes
married.
together? Yeah.
but also when you have to kind of what do you say? You have to introduce like them as your wife. You have to present them as your wife. If you never present them that way and you file your taxes single, then you're fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot more to it, but yes, yeah, that's pretty much.
Bare bones basics.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but my wife and I lived together for about 30 years before we became married. And we made it official. But we lived together about 30 years.
3 years or 30?
30. Which is, about how old you are, right?
How old are you?
We lived together about 30 years.
That sounds like some sister wife stuff.
So, no. Well, I'm only 50, man. Only 50, but we lived together about 30 years. Then I said, hey, it's time to make it official.
Man, I was already married and divorced between.
So, but I told you that when cryptocurrency was first starting to come out, right? They were actually talking about mining cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah, there's cryptocurrency mining stocks as well.
Yeah, and I was right there at the very beginning, where you could mine it. You have to have some really good video cards. Your computer has to run 24 hours a day. Your video cards are going to get really, really hot. And I thought about it. This was new. I didn't know much about it, and I was like, should I do it? I don't know. What am I mining? It doesn't make any sense to me because me mining is pickaxe in a hole in the ground. You're trying to get diamonds out, or you're trying to get out coal or something. So I never did it. But this is back in the early 90s, like 91, 90, 91, something like that. And now I'm thinking I should have mined.
Yep. So Adrian, my overview on cryptocurrency is I tread with caution. So I invest in three different cryptocurrencies. Um, Two of them are actually because I think they're gonna go somewhere, and one of them's just like a ha
Did you
ha.
like the name?
It was just like a ha ha. If I put in $25 here and I become a millionaire, sweet. If not, it's $25. I'm not too worried.
Yeah. Spend
Um,
that on supper.
and I invest personally in Ethereum,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why I invest in Ethereum, well, I'll tell you, I invest in Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I invest in Ethereum is because Ethereum's blockchain is the base for every other cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So
I thought Bitcoin was.
no, Bitcoin's actual blockchain is based off Ethereum.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So the actual like packets of data.
I told you I own some, right?
Yeah, that's why we had that conversation. Like you bought it for 300. It's
But
worth
I don't remember my darn password. I need to get with them. I know.
I know it's worth 3,000 a share.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting on thousands of dollars right now.
I could probably buy a whole new studio, right?
Or you could just invest it.
Yeah. Reinvest it.
So what I like to do is I have goals. So I'm not going to be in the day trading game forever. I don't. It's to me it's a little stressful. I mean I can do it, but my goal is to retire in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the first step in my goal is to pay off my house. So once my house gets paid off, that gives me one giant step to being retired.
Yeah.
And then from there, I put everything in dividend stocks, and then I'm trying to make $2,000 to $4,000 a month through dividends.
Okay, so in order to make, I know you were telling me about what dividend stocks were, because I had no idea. And if everybody out there, or if there's anyone out there who doesn't know what a dividend stock is, can you explain what a dividend stock is?
Okay,
Short answer.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna answer Adrian's
Okay,
question first. So someone who's fairly new to the whole stocks and crypto, my advice would be invest in something you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Invest in something that's been around forever,
Okay.
and then just invest.
Just invest.
Like
Just get started.
yeah. So I mean, when you look, I don't know if you were here the last week, Adrian, when I was talking about it, but stocks typically appreciate in value. Whereas if you put money in your savings account, you may accrue interest, but $100 now is not going to be it's not going to be able to buy you what $100 in 10 years is going to
Yeah.
be able to buy you. Whereas you go with something like Coca-Cola
Mm-hmm.
that's been around since the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't gone anywhere. Your stock is only going to appreciate. It may fluctuate to a complete market dip or like a crash, but then it's always going to come back up. So, I mean, it's more safe to put your money into something like that. And there's like for dividends, how I'm going to retire early. So you buy stock, and with that stock, every share that you own, they pay you a certain amount. And then I have my high income but high risk,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have my sort of safe ones that it doesn't pay you as much, but it's safer and less volatile. So just one, and then I diversify through a lot of different sectors. So like I have some retail, I have some tech stocks. Tech is notorious for not paying you a lot of dividends,
Mm-hmm.
but they also they have more growth. So my overall investment will grow with those. And then I have things like Reits, which is real estate investment trusts.
Mm-hmm.
And my two main for those are STAG, which is Stag, and then they own the warehouses and things for businesses like Amazon and Costco. So e-commerce is not going anywhere. It's here to stay forever. And so STAG is looking on the up and up. And then I use O, which is basically realty income.
Okay.
It's been paying out dividends and increasing its dividend year after year for over 60 years.
Okay.
So it's not going anywhere.
Okay. So right now, if I'm looking at the right one, because there's several that are STAG, but I don't know. They're different markets. I'm looking at the same one, but it's in different markets, right? There's the New York Stock Exchange, and there's CNSX. Do you know what that one is?
Hold on one second. I appreciate that, Adrian. I mean, I can, and it was pretty hard to get here. If for those of you guys that don't really know me, I went from being divorced, declaring bankruptcy, like having one package of chicken be my meal for the entire week. I'd literally buy a package of chicken breasts and I would cut them in half to make them that my meal for the whole week, and then I'd get
Wow.
rice and then beans, and then boom, I'd make meals out of that. Like I would have my entire week's worth of food for like $6 just because I was pinching pennies. I actually got started into this. Honestly, I've invested a little bit here and there for a long time, but when I really got into day trading was about 4 months ago. Like that was day trading. My long term investments, they got wiped originally when I was going through a divorce, and so I had to restart. And I restarted when I got my taxes back this year. So I went from you know just making it off my daily job, and then my disability from the military, uh, and then now I'm to a place where I'm not really worried. I have all my bills set up to auto pay, and
I like that.
that's a good feeling to
Yeah.
be able to set up your bills to auto pay and
And
not
not
have to worry about it.
not having the money in the bank. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, hey, fantasy football. If if you would have talked to me about a month ago, I would have told you to get into DraftKings stock, but I wouldn't do it now, because it the DraftKings stock ran up like over $30
Mm-hmm.
for a minute, and now it's dipping back down. So I mean, the thing about it is you can't be too greedy. You got to know when to get out.
When to get out.
Because if you ride, you could ride it all the way up, and if you hold on to it, you're gonna ride it all the way back down. So my thing is, don't be greedy. I'll let it go up 5 cents, sell it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy something cheap. I'll buy something super cheap, and then I will let it go up 5 cents, and I will buy it with thousands of shares, and then I will sell it, and I will make maybe $100, $200 off of the transaction, and then call it a day. Yeah, yeah.
A little more
DraftKings.
discipline than I have.
Yeah, I never really got into DraftKings. There was a lot of my friends that are getting into it, and then some of them made money, but I'm at the point now where I don't have a margin investing, so I like to be able to buy and sell as many times as I want to during a day. And if you don't have $25,000 in your portfolio and you trade in a margin account, you can only day trade 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to day trade every day, so it's just not for me yet. Once I get up to $30,000, $25,000, I will be in a margin account, and then that's when I will play the volatile stocks.
When you play with the big boys.
JC said, "No, sir. I ended the phone call when you said there was feedback. It's cool though. Great show."
Oh, okay. I was wondering. If he had dropped the call or my machine had dropped it. So that's what I asked him earlier. So, but hey, yeah, I need to get my password so I can see how much money I have in Ethereum. I don't.
Watch. You bought like 10 of them.
I don't know how many I bought. I know how much money I put in, so I don't know how many I bought. But I want to see what it is. And then I also own something else, another cryptocurrency. I forget what it is. It's Ethereum and something else was just doing pretty good back when I bought. and I don't remember what it is. I just
Watch it be Bitcoin, and you just thought it was something else.
no, I don't think it's Bitcoin, but that would be cool.
That's some life changing
Because
money. right
Bitcoin's like what 57,000 right now,
there.
something
It's
like
probably
that.
like in the 40s.
Let me see where it's at. Let's see here, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is volatile.
BTC is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is going for 43,000, 43.3. So that's not bad. Around 43.3. Yeah, but yeah, it's very volatile because I'm seeing it go up and then down, up and then down, up and then down, really quick, really, really quick.
Yeah, and Adrian, if this is something that you really want to get into, starting next week, I'm gonna kind of break it down, and I'm gonna kind of debo the microphone, and we're gonna go over a lot of bare bones basics, definitions, and things like that. We're gonna talk about market cap. We're gonna talk about what the stock market is, the different kinds of funds, because one stock isn't the same as another stock. There's common stock, there's ETFs, there's REITs, there's bonds, there's lots of different things. So over the next couple of weeks, how the layout's going to be is I'm going to talk about definitions, and then once we get through definitions, I'm going to talk about technical analysis, and then we'll go on from there. We're gonna build on every.
Where did you learn all this stuff? I have no idea what this stuff is. I'm glad you know, so you can explain it to people.
I mean, I literally learned on YouTube and reading.
Yeah.
I just read books.
That stuff I don't like to do, that reading stuff.
I mean, if there's something that you want to do, and I think that that's one of the biggest problems with America in general is just plain ignorance.
Yeah.
And so
I'm ignorant.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people ignorant about a lot of different things. And then I was listening to a motivational speaker, Eric Thomas. I love that. I love that man. He kind of helped me out. He said he has something called "Knowledge is the new money. Get you some." So, so I just pretty much took that and applied. What do I want? How's the way to do it? And then so I researched online. I YouTubed a lot. I YouTubed a lot of successful investors. I looked at their strategies and I was like, okay, well, this might work for me. This one might not work for me. I still do it every day. On the way over here, I probably watched about 4 videos on dividend investing. When I was just driving in my car, I just hook it up to my Bluetooth and just let it play. There's several books that's on it. You can go to Barnes and Noble's half-price books, your local library.
Do they still sell books?
Mm-hmm.
But digital or actual paperback books?
Paperback.
Paper. I didn't know they sold that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we're closing in on about 40 minutes now that we've been live. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. You have any couple of words of advice before we go?
Stay positive.
Do your research.
Do your research and believe in yourself and believe in your own due diligence and your own research.
And for me, because I'm a long-term investor, stay strong. Just stay strong.
And if it's dipping and you believe in it, buy the dip.
Buy the dip. Exactly. I'm thinking about doing that. So, hey, guys, this is Ricky Midnight.
And this is Zach Mullins.
God bless America and God bless Texas.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for listening to The Uncensored Voice.
Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And remember, on The Uncensored Voice, we tell it like it is.
So be safe, my friends, and may God bless America.